Hello again, on to you lucky viewers, you. My name is the great Justin Zartan, and we are brought to you together by Plumber's Chopsticks. Okay, actually, we are brought to you by a sponsor of mine, Out of My Butt Maintenance. They put up a show called Maintenance Life. Watch that. All right, today I am going to talk to you. What I'm about to tell you is real. I have not played a doctor on TV. Everything I show you is part of my collection, except for the cat. I did not mean to offend. Actually, I do mean to offend anybody. I don't care. Offend anybody no matter what you do nowadays. So let's get on with the rolling of the ball. We are going to talk about retro figures today, because I came across some retro figures. So hit the switch. I came across some retro figures. Yes, this is low budget. That's why there's no graphics going on in the background. Don't really know. Would you get out of there? Good Lord. What to talk? I needed something to open this with. You gotta get me a little drink here. Some lemonade, some lemonade. So retro figures, I came across a couple of retro figures. One where it was bought for me, or two were bought for me, and one I wanted because I got the other figure. I don't even see why they really consider the one of them retro. It's not retro when you think about it, because it does not look like the other retro figures. You know, the retro figures, they kind of give you a throwback to the Real American Hero line 3 3/4 is what they're supposed to do. The one that I'm going to show didn't, but yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's see here. We'll get to the figures that were bought for me first. I don't know if I talked about him. It's the voice I can do for Cobra Commander. This looks like the retro Cobra Commander. He's got the gun for his back. Couple of hand attachments. There's his backpack. Not a lot of accessories on this guy. He's got the knife down here. I really wanted a hooded Cobra Commander. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is not where you get up on the counter and you go to tell everybody, oh, look at me. Look at me. Oh, Zola, Zola, Zola. Why don't you go play somewhere, Zola? Okay. I give you food. I really like the hooded Cobra Commander, but they are not going to make a hooded Cobra Commander. You got to make your own. And I found a couple figures from the Big Bad that allow us to do that. The other guy, I'm sure I talked about him before. There is the Cobra Soldier. I was looking on this one. He has blonde hair. I don't know if the others out there have blonde hair. Blonde hair and blue eyes, or at least blonde eyebrows. I have seen Stalker, still see Stalker to this day in a lot of stores for full price. I've seen Stalker at half price. So I do believe I'm going to open these figures at a later time and show them off, have them fight my Devastator. Retro figures 3 3/4. I do not have. Oh, I do have a retro Commander. So here's what he looked like in a later version. I thought I had a trooper over here. Oh, I do have a trooper, but it's the jet trooper. Oops. dang. Once you got a dog, even if it's dust, you still got dog hair all over. This one is by Chet. Nope, he's not a blonde. He's a bald. He's the jet guy. The non-jet guy. Comes with a submachine gun, a rifle. Looks like a magazine for the rifle, and what is probably a 45. Could be a 911. Would you knock it off? What are you doing? I gave you food. You're asking for food even though I gave you food. I gave you food. Well, I gave you both types of food. I gave you the dry and the moist. And you still want to talk. Cleaned out your box, I did. We'll put that guy back together later. What if they're ever going to come out with the jetpack trooper? But they probably won't. They're on to making other figures. I haven't made a soldier in quite a while. I think the last soldier I remember seeing was Python Patrol, or the one for the tank set. And I believe the one for the tank set was a officer. All right, back onto the main figure today. Came across it on it was on sale. That's another reason I got it. Again, I don't know why they call it a retro figure. It's not a retro. Well, it is a retro, but it's not a retro. She was in the 3 3/4 line. I do not have what she normally looks like. I briefly talked about the classified figure. Let's get on with it. It's CoverGirl, of course. I'm sure there's lots and lots of videos out there talking about CoverGirl. These things need to be washed. Hair up all over them goddamn dog hair. Cat hair. Hair. All right. Again, I came on her on Amazon. She was on sale. It was delayed twice getting here, even though it's supposed to be. Even though it was supposed to be 2-day. I guess you don't need package installation or whatever you want to call it when the person that orders the figure orders pants along with it. You can use that as the this needs to be stirred. Oh, I got it. Correct. I gotta add more to this. Whiskey sour. Gotta clean this. You got your side table with some of your utensils on it. All right, back to it. She comes with 2 heads, a mallet, a pistol, it looks like a laser rifle, and a crescent wrench. Now, CoverGirl did not come as a blonde back in the 3/4 days. She was a, I think a redhead, maybe brunette, and she came with a leather jacket, maybe some tan, khaki, dickies or whatever you want to call them. This one here, at least in my opinion, has a younger Britney Spears look to the main head here, and then she comes with a ponytail and some kind of, I think that says Chris's Garage. This garage, baseball style hat. It says on the back that she's her main role is a armored fighting vehicle driver. CoverGirl was a high fashion model before growing disillusioned and enlisted in to put new direction in her life. Her phenomenal mechanical repair and driving skills reduced most people to stuttering fools, even more than her stunning good looks. She was, I think, I can't say she was. Well, I don't think she was in all cartoon adaptations. She was in A Real American Hero. I do not believe she was in the last 2 cartoon series. I do not believe she was in Sigma 6 Resolution, and I do not believe she was in what was the other one? Rogues. But she has been in every series of the comic book. And one of them that I believe was put up by Devil's Due, she was dating Shipwreck by this point. Or married to Shipwreck. And in the issue I'm trying to think of, I believe they hunted down Shadow Tracker. Like there was something, they're hunting down former Cobra agents, and Shadow Tracker was one that her and Shipper were after. Again, she has the look and smile. Could be anybody else's takes a different look and smile on it. I think that looks like a Britney Spears face, and this one over here slightly resembles what's her name, but she's not a blonde either. Jessica Alba, not Jessica Alba, Jessica Alba, or maybe Jessica Alba. At least to me. I have seen the other 2 figures in the set. Why is it that? Oh, it is. It's 2. You get 2 Cobras and 2 Joes. So 2 Joes, 1 Cobra, or 2 Cobras, 1 Joe. It seems to be going back and forth. Not really a lot to talk about on CoverGirl. I do think the CoverGirl for the classic line. I got that. I do got that. Hold on a second. I'll go get that. And I'm back. Now that I think about it, CoverGirl was in the G.I. Joe movie. The first one. I believe it was the first one. She was General Abernathy's bodyguard or secretary. She was wearing like urban commando, camouflage. And she stood, she was seen, I think she was stunned or killed by Storm Shadow on that one when they invaded the base. Could be wrong. I'm like, she was killed. Joes are never killed. So here we go with the classic one. I don't think I made a video on this one. This is what CoverGirl looked like when I was in the 3 3/4. She comes with the same weapons, except for she comes with a phone instead of a sledgehammer. laser rifle, handgun, and a crescent wrench. People said she wasn't very good looking. She was supposed to be a model. Again, I don't know what it really looks like. This one was $59. Took me forever to find that one, or that one, yeah, the classic. But I was way behind, and everybody else seemed to be putting out them. So I was behind quite a bit. It came time for my review on her, but I really didn't take her out. She has a leather jacket. I really don't know if, well, I guess everything she is wearing is Army colors. Army olive green coat, pants, and a khaki drab tunic shirt. The classic collection, again, people were complaining that she didn't look good. She had a very stiff leather jacket. They did not like that. The stuff on that she has wouldn't fit in the holster. They said she doesn't look like she'd be a supermodel. Different interpretations of CoverGirl. In the cartoon, again, she was kind of a redhead, like Scarlet. And then I seen her kind of a brown hair, like Lady J. So a brunette. But in the movie, she was a blonde, and I can't remember the actress that portrayed her. I should have looked that up. This one does not have a cell phone at all. She has that Swifty hammer. Make a couple calls on that. Both of the figures are Courtney A. Krieger, which is supposed to be a fictional name. At the time they named her, no one was named that, but nowadays it could be. I was finding a lot of the fictional names were always. The classic collection does look more like a retro collection figure, but there are some interpretations, and she is not a redhead. From the pictures, she is a brunette. So yeah, the retro figure would be this. I think they kind of got it mixed up. The series of Devil's Due, I wish I could remember that one, the name of that, but she was not married. She was going out with or dating. Maybe she was married to Shipwreck. Shipwreck was not wearing his normal clothing. She was a blonde on that one. So I guess the new one, Courtney, is now a blonde. On the file card here, it shows that she is part of the armory, or the armor division. It works in the armory. She's a mechanic, and she's a Mike Smith, like one of the GBs. She's one of the people that help set things up. She worked in I think she was the only female that worked in the motor pool. The knowing is half the battle. The card that she comes with is much thicker than the others. If this would have been damaged, I would have opened this up. At the moment, I'm not going to, but I do kind of want to open it up, and I want this. I was thinking of using the head for a custom figure, or maybe even the ponytail head. I don't know which one I like better. So two different interpretations of I have seen Flint around, and then I also seen the Televiper. The Televiper was not released singly in the classic collection. And that's kind of why I think they put them in retro. But when they put them in retro, they give them only flesh tone heads, so Caucasian heads. All three heads. The Trouble Bubble version, he has a mask, and they also did like they did on the show. They gave him writing on his visor. All right, for now, this is Justin Zartan talking about retro figures. I will probably take the Cobra Commander and the Soldier out to have them fight my Devastator, my one-armed Devastator with one leg. I think he only has one leg. I have to put that together and figure it out. This is Justin Zartan. I do declare.